I know you have to be really confident to put your yellow nails up against some white paper towels, but that's where we are and that's what we're doing. All right. All right, so like I said, I have a 1-2 combo for base coat, so I'm going to start with KBShimmer's Stay Put Hydrating Base Coat. I will say when it was the green version, when it was the green version, I did try this base coat by itself, just, 2 coats by itself. And I did find, most likely because of the hydrating properties, that it didn't hold on to polish as well. Now, I have not tried it on by itself since it switched to the blue version. I don't even know if the color of it matters at all as far as like its effectiveness or whatever. I don't know that the formula itself changed at all, just the color for whatever reason. But yeah, so I do want to experiment with that just to see how well it does on its own. If it provides, just 2 coat. I never wear 1 coat of base coat. I think those of you who have known me know that that's just a big old no-no for me. I do not feel protected. Once again, I am someone with genetically thin, brittle nails. Hard nails, but brittle, that used to literally just so easily snap off. Therefore, I've always had like the high maintenance situation going on there. I'm gonna do, okay, wait. Yeah, so I don't know if I can do this on camera or not. I'm gonna try. But yeah, I can't even tell how clear this is to you guys, so sorry if it's blurry. I do that. I try to keep the coats thin for the base coat, just because I don't want to add to the drying time. I do use a quick drying base or top coat rather, but sometimes depending on your base coat thickness, even that doesn't do the trick. One thing also that I've found that I've had to do since, again, just getting older, I guess, and the chemistry of my nails changing or what. But like, whereas before I used to just be able to do every coat quick, like one after the other, boom, 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 like no pauses in between, no dry time waiting in between. I find that I just get more longevity from my manis when I let my base coat layers dry completely. And shoot, I was one who just put my color back to back as well, and now I wait 5 minutes between coats because I don't know, again, since I've gotten so much older, my nail chemistry has just changed. It just, I don't know. But anyway, this paste coat by itself does dry very, very quickly. So I barely wait a minute before I go ahead and put Desert Retreat. But once I put Desert Retreat on, then I wait. Look at this beautiful dent. I love when you actually get through a product. It's so beautiful. After I put this on, I do wait. I want to say I made myself wait 10 minutes before, and that just drove me mad. So I might do 5 to 7 waiting on this coat. So I think I can go literally right in and do this, but I'll wait maybe like 1 minute and come back. All right, full disclosure, I waited 2 minutes. All right, set a timer and everything. All right, now I'm gonna open up Desert Retreat, and we are going to put a nice thin coat, thin coat, not thick coat, just a thin coat of that. I kind of love this because it also has a little bit of a blurring effect on its own, which is just fabulous. So look at the difference between these two nails. I don't know, maybe I'm imagining it, but it has a nice blurring effect. It adds a layer of thickness, which I very much need from my manis. My last mani, I swear, like most of the nails had 8 coats of polish and 4 of them had 9. And the way that happened was I had on an OPI color, a blue one that I just was not feeling. And then I had gotten my package from KBShimmer, and I was like, oh, we're putting on that periwinkle. And I literally just put it right on one coat. It was so, like, the formula on that joint was so good. And it went on and covered that blue OPI completely. And it was a light blue. It was like a sky blue. I think it was called Sky True to Yourself or something crazy like that. I just wasn't feeling it. And that joint covered it completely in one coat. So I had 3 coats of that. So I had 2 coats of base. I had 3 coats of the blue polish from OPI. Then I ended up getting this. Oh, so keep in mind, okay, because it was a full mani, right? So I had the 2 base, the 3 color, and then the top coat, right? So how many layers is that? 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 layers, okay? Then I got the KBShimmer and then put 1 coat of that color, the periwinkle color, and then another coat of top coat. So that made 8, right, for most of the nails. But then I added that topper to some of the nails, and so that was 9. All of those layers of polish, I need them, yo. Like, and that was like the most secure and safe my nails have felt, because I usually, can't do 9 layers of polish because some polishes are just better pigmented than others. But now it's almost like I gravitate towards the sheerer ones just so that I have an excuse to wear extra coats of polish so that I can feel protected. Because once again, like, my nails are like so, and again, I was suffering with peeling for a while, like months, even being a regular oiler, just something was not processing. But ever since I've been doing these guys, literally no issue. As you can see, I painted the crap out of my cuticle area. So, I want to clean up. Are we still here? Yes, let's clean up. We are cleaning up this area here. Do a little dab because I do not like the acetone like overflowing into the actual polish. I think I just touched one of my nails. Yes, I did. So I'm going to do a little cleanup around here, and then I'm going to wait the 7 minutes and come back. All right. So you may be wondering, Jessica, at what point in your manicure did you, file your nails? So check it. I usually file my nails while my previous mani is still on, just to get a clear picture of the shape and everything like that. So, though I don't even think I filed them look, I just got it all over my skin. I don't think I filed them too much before this manicure because I think I filed them yesterday or something like that. So I feel like I should have filed more today, but I didn't because I was just too excited about doing this. And I noticed that one of my nails on my right hand could definitely have benefited from a little bit of a file. I will say too, though, my nails, like, no matter how much I try to shape them like perfectly square or even perfectly, like, whenever I'm trying to go for a particular shape, they do whatever they want. Like, 2 days later, they're a different shape. So I don't even know what to do anymore about shaping my nails because they don't stay the shape that I put them in. I don't know what that's about. They tend to want to go a little bit rounder at the top, and little, it's kind of square on the side, like straight up. I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know what's up with them. So at this point, like, I don't even try to shape them that much anymore. Just try to make sure that they're even, that they're not totally like different lengths on the same nail or something crazy like that. I just try to make sure there aren't any snags or, whatever that will cause my nail to break easier. at, you know, because look, I mean, like, I don't even know if you saw any of that, but like, I don't even know what this is. Is this Scoville? Is it, oh, I don't know what it is at this point. It's this middle nail, as you might be able to see once I get to it, that really could have used some evening. So what I'm going to end up having to do is just wait for this manicure, most likely just wait till tomorrow just to avoid any risk. Wait for this manicure to completely dry and be like super cured, if you will, and so that way no filing will affect the manicure. And I do tend to file my nails several times between manicures, and 9.9 times out of 10 they never chip as a result of filing them. I think it's the kind of nail file that I use. It just has kind of like a sealing effect, if you will, on the edges that just keeps the nail together and doesn't screw up my manicure. So that's great. It's been so long since I've painted on camera. I don't know if I've gotten it all right here. Yeah, so I tend to paint my nails. It used to be like every, I want to say every 8 to 9 days. Just because I just didn't feel like going through the whole process of doing my nails more frequently. But lately, I don't know, I've just been wanting to do them way more often. And it is kind of like a calming thing for me to do this. It relaxes me, I guess. I don't know, makes me feel pretty, if you will. I'm doing some cleanup here as I talk. And yeah, and plus, like, for a little while, I almost had to do it more frequently because I just didn't get the formula right as to how to do my nails so that they wouldn't easily chip. But now that I've got the formula down, we can keep the mani stays together for as long as I needed to before I'm ready to move on. So yeah, I feel like I missed some edges. I'm gonna take care of that off camera and then come back for a second coat. All right, full disclosure, I just put a whole second coat on off camera because I wanted to add, you know, I need the layers, y'all. I need the layers, okay? I'm trying to make this last, and I need the extra love on my nails lately. So we are about to go in and do a third coat. So for my nail polish connoisseurs who are currently watching me apply China Glaze's Plur-ple, you might be thinking, Jessica, I own that polish. I've had it for a really long time, and my bottle does not have that beautiful wide brush. And I will say, you are correct. And the reason for that is because I switched out the brush with another one, also by, you guessed it, KBShimmer. KBShimmer has these amazing paddle brushes. I have a whole bag of them right here. You can see that fit China Glaze polishes. And they're my favorite brush of life. Although I will say the newer Orly ones are also fantastic. But when I needed to, like, I have so many China Glazes as well. Well, I don't want to say so many, maybe a couple drawers full. But their brushes, you know, from their older polishes. Now, their newer ones have better brushes, that's for sure. So I leave those in, you know, no problem. But my older ones that had the super skinny brushes have all received a new brush from KBShimmer because if they ever want to get worn, they need to have a better brush. So that's what I did. I replaced every single one of them. Let me look at my edge here off camera. Let me look. Yeah, so just FYI, those fit. Now, other tidbits, other fun tips. If you like Zoya's wide brush, those fit perfectly, although not saying that they need it, but I needed a new brush in one of my Sally Hansen Complete Salon Manicure polishes, because I got it on clearance and the brush like separated from the top, and it just kept coming off, so it was irritating me to high heaven. Therefore, I just literally just popped off one of their joints. Well, I just dropped it on the floor. I just popped off, or took it out of the box and just, completely replaced the top of one for the other. You can't, you can't just pop out, from the top, the Sally Hansen thing, and put in the Zoya one. You have to literally just replace the whole top. I don't even know. And again, I never even checked, because again, Complete Salon Manicure brushes are wide enough. They're really good quality, usually. So I never thought to check, what they look like when you actually pop them out of the cap to see if they can be replaced by something else. I know for a fact that they couldn't be replaced by the Zoya ones. The tops of the Zoya brushes are built a lot differently from the KBShimmer one. So I don't know. I'll have to see if you can use one of these in there. And with the KBShimmer, I mean, they don't come with tops, obviously. They just come with the brush. I will say that those KBShimmer brushes also fit Essie bottles. So if you have some old Essies that you would like to replace with a new brush, I mean, the newer Essies, I think, also have an improved brush, so you wouldn't need to replace those. But if you like KBShimmer's wide paddle brush, you might want to check out what other polishes you can use these brushes to replace. Sorry, I'm cleaning up off camera a little bit. I need to be able to see. I do not like the way that looks, but we're gonna deal with it. All right, then we're gonna do the thumb. That is that. So I really like this color. It's so old school. I remember doing a video back in, of course it's not up anymore. I took everything down. Maybe 2014 or 2015. Wearing this color on some really short nails that I was rocking. It was absolutely adorable. This is one of my mom's favorites as well. We love a good purple. Okay. So, I think this hand is done. I'm looking. It's pretty much done. And now we will do the other hand. I feel a little awkward because of the way I've set this up. It's not ideal for precise painting, but I'm doing my best. So I would like to know what you're currently wearing. I do like to kind of go back to my little mainstream joints. Like I said, I was trying to wear that OPI. Just wasn't feeling it. I do not purchase indies anymore. I do receive PR from KBShimmer because I do some work for her, but I don't buy polish like I used to. I haven't really felt the urge to. I mean, I'm not really plugged into the indie world right now. I think a couple of people got me recently. I don't want to say recently, but more recently than, anyone else. Moonshine Manny got me a few times in the last year or so. I was like, oh, I need to get that. And she has an amazing top coat. It's so weird. I don't know if I just got a funky bottle or if something was going on with the polish underneath, but when she first released her top coat, like way back when, and I tried it, it did something so weird, and I did not like it at all, like at all. But now it's like hands down one of my favorite top coats. Moonshine Mayonnaise, that is. KBShimmer is my other. All right, okay. So as you notice, I could care less about precise application like I used to, because I just go back and clean it. Those of you with OCD might literally just pass out when you see how I apply my top coat now. Because y'all might literally throw y'all might have a conniption. Like it's so just wildly disrespectful the way I apply top coat now. So I just want to warn you, trigger warning, the way I apply my top coat is sure to drive several of you insane. I don't want to say that. But I remember a time when I would see it and I would just lose it. Like, what are you even doing? But now, these days, because I try to get like a good seal on my polish and my top coat, like now it's like, you know what? I'm going to drown my nail and clean up afterwards. So just FYI on that. That is coming. Sorry for being off camera for so much, but talking my head off. Just doing a little cleanup off camera because the angle of how everything is set up, I just can't do it without risking messing up my other nails. Let's do that. All right, so like I said, I was gonna try to do some of this black topper. I'm a little scared because you know how sometimes the glitters, like they're bent up and then they, they kind of stick up from the nail. Ugh, I hope that's not the case with this. But I'm going to try, let's try one nail and see what happens. I usually do my ring finger, so I'm gonna do that. I'm scared. All right. I'm not letting it dry, obviously. I'm just gonna go in. I'm nervous. Okay, here we go. And I hope it's not like super dense. We'll see. All right, let's see. We are putting on Scratch That by KBShimmer. Oh, okay. It's giving me 80s, 90s vibes. Me gusta. All right. That's a nice little smattering. Let's go ahead and clear the sides. All right, I'm gonna look at it up close. Okay, I'm not mad at that. I'm gonna put a couple more glitters up towards the top end here. Yes, okay. I like it. Nothing sticking up. Is that sticking up? Or is that what I just did by pushing it in? I pushed something in. Let me see. Okay. I'm not angry at this. Okay. I think that looks kind of cool. Very retro. Pero me gusta. Should I do this nail instead of... I usually do like the ring and then my thumb. But should I just do like these two? All right, I'm gonna do it. Let's see here. Yes. Okay. Yeah. See how I'm being disrespectful and just letting it just pop on the sides and all that stuff? That is my life right now. Ooh. All right. I'll clean that up. Boop. Get that off the side there. Boom. Alrighty then. We like it. All right. Finish cleaning up. Off. Okay. I like. Very cool. Very different. Mind you, it's giving Halloween, but I don't particularly care at this point. So we are just going to go ahead and do the same on the other hand, and then I'm going to come back and make you queasy with how I apply my top coat. Now, with a polish or topper as textured as this, I'm sure KBShimmer would recommend that I use her Smooth Moves glitter eater before applying my top coat, which I do have, but I don't feel like that's just gonna add so much more drying time waiting to complete my manicure, so I don't want to do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go in with my top coat, and if it's still textured after I put my top coat on, then later on in the week or maybe tomorrow, I'll just put another coat of top coat and be happy with it. But this is rather textured for sure. I don't know if you can see, but I'm just not in the mood for the Smooth Moves or any kind of glitter eater in general. I'm just not in the mood. I did it on the other hand. That was a little troublesome there, but yeah, I'm gonna just go in, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do it. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm not gonna torture you, okay? I'm just gonna show you with one nail how I currently apply my top coat. Let me see. Yeah, this is the only top coat I have right now. The other one is in some location where if I try to get it, I might screw up my nails. And I don't want to screw up my nails. Let me see if I can gently try to get, because I really want to use the Moonshine Manny one. Should have thought about that before I got started. Okay, so just to show you that I definitely use the crap out of the KBShimmer base or top coat, it's here. This is the Clearly On top, which is also phenomenal and clearly quite dented there, right? Now my Moonshine looks full, but it's not even. It actually has a nice little dent of its own. But I actually recently refilled this one because I got like the big refill. Once I discovered that it's actually also quite phenomenal, I went ahead and got a big old refill bottle of it. So I have several bottles of the Clearly On top already, so I don't need the refill bottle right now. But yeah, this is a good one too. So I'm actually going to go in and use this. Again, only going to show you one disrespectful application and then come back and close this Joan out with my fully completed mani. All right, so let's go ahead and trigger warning. Look at this thick application. I don't even care. I don't even care that it just like dripped all over my nail. I don't. I literally do that. I cap the top and then I go immediately back to clean. So that's it. Okay, the nails are done. So I will tell you one of the reasons that I really love the Moonshine Manny top coat is because while it is a quick drying top coat, it doesn't dry so fast where like you put that big old thick glob on, right? And by the time you reach for your brush and dip it and come back to clean around, it's already like started to shrink and dry. And then as you try to clean up, it kind of starts to drag the edges of your polish. You know, the kind of like Sesha Vidi's like that. The Colores de Carol polish top coat is like that as well. I love the Colores. I have a big old bottle of hers as well because I do love how super fast it dries. But in cases like this where I just want to just drown my polish in top coat, I always go for the Moonshine Manny because that one, it dries relatively fast, but it gives me time to go around, especially when I've over painted around my cuticles, to clean up and not ruin the edges of my polish while doing so. So that's why I love that one. I don't remember if this one from KBShimmer works the same. I believe this one dries way faster than the Moonshine Manny one does. I don't remember the last time whether this kind of pulled too quickly on me. It might have done it. I have a vague recollection of it happening because I didn't immediately go like clean up between nails. I just kind of like did all of them and then tried to go back and then ended up, feeling the pulling or whatever. But yeah, I don't have that issue with the Moonshine Manny, so I do go for that. I doubt that there will be any texture left on this glitter to the point where I can feel it and need more, because again of how I just doused the crap out of my nails with it. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's my completed mani. Thank you for spending your time with me. Let me know what you painted your nails with. And if you use any of these products, let me know how you feel about them. I'd love to know what base coats you guys are using. I'm on, like, seriously, this is what I want to know. I want to know what type of nails you have. Like, are they thin and bendy, or are they dry and brittle? Or thick and, like, I want to know. I want to know your nail type, and then I want to know what base coat you use and how often you paint your nails. That would be so cool. Please share with me below. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon.